Welcome to the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge National Qualifying Tournament for Season 33. Nationally, 48 HBCUs are competing to advance to the National Championship Tournament. And now for our team introductions. In this game, it's the team from North Carolina A&T State University and the HCAS team from Tennessee State University. There will be 3 4-minute rounds of face-off and bonus questions, followed by the final 60-second speed round for each team. That is the ultimate challenge. So let's get started. We'll go to the face-off position for the first round, and we will first hear from Malcolm of North Carolina A&T. Please introduce yourself, give us your year, your major, and I didn't warn you in advance, but I'm going to ask each player as we do this, you have a hobby or something that you do outside of classes that keeps your life sane. So Malcolm.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Malcolm Hawkins. I'm a senior electrical engineering student from Charlotte, North Carolina. And in my free time, I would say I enjoy really just keeping up with the news and what's going on in the world.
Thank you, Malcolm. For Tennessee State University, we have Ashanti.
Hey y'all, I'm Ashanti Mitchell. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm a graduating senior with a major in biology and a minor in chemistry. And in my free time, I love to binge watch like anything on Netflix, Hulu.
Hey.
Shout out on that. Yes, absolutely. Okay, very good. So these will be the 2 players who answer our face-off questions in the first round. You'll be answering 10-point face-off questions on your own. That means no conferring with your teammates. If you answer a face-off correctly, your team will get to work together to answer the 20-point bonus questions. So let's take a look at our first 4 categories. They are In the National Archives, Let's Go San Francisco, The Measure of Things, and Wars Today. Malcolm, you won the toss, so please choose a category to start.
Let's go with In the National Archives.
Besides its DC headquarters, the National Archives has a larger facility in College Park. In what adjoining state? A&T, Malcolm.
Maryland.
That is correct for 10, and for 10 points apiece on the bonus. Various states started preserving documents in 1791, but it wasn't until 1934 that the National Archives opened during whose administration?
FDR.
Correct for 10. The National Archives administers what college that operates every 4 years in December?
Electoral.
Also correct for 10 points, and you get to select the category.
National Archives. It's still buzzed.
Yes, thank you. A brewer known for his penmanship, Timothy Matlack scribed what document first signed on August 2nd, 1776, though dated 29 days earlier? A&T, Malcolm.
Declaration of Independence.
That is correct for 10, and for 10 points apiece on the bonus. Jacob Challis took 40 hours to hand copy what document ready for signing on September 17th, 1787?
United States Constitution.
That is correct. John Dickinson was the primary author of what document approved by all 13 colonies on November 15th, 1777?
Articles of Confederation.
That is also correct for 10. Please select.
National Archives.
The Archives exhibits letters sent by which man, the first black Brooklyn Dodger, to Eisenhower and LBJ urging more action on civil rights? A&T, Malcolm.
Robinson.
Jackie Robinson is correct for 10 points apiece on the bonus. Preserved in the archives, the 185-page flight plan for what first mission to land humans on the moon?
Apollo 11.
That is exactly correct. And also preserved, the speech that which president planned to give in case Apollo 11 ended in disaster?
Nixon.
It was Richard Nixon. That's correct for 10. Please select the next category.
Wars Today.
In January 2019, President Lopez Obrador declared that what government's war against narcotráfico was over? A&T, Malcolm.
Mexico.
That is correct for 10, and for 10 points apiece on the bonus. Though the Mexican army backed off, fighting continues between what rival sea groups, including the Zetas and the Michoacan family?
Cartels.
That is correct. In 2021, a U.S. court convicted Emma Coronel of drug trafficking. Her husband, former Sinaloa cartel boss Joaquin Guzman, is known as El what?
El Chapo.
El Chapo is correct for 10 as well. Please select the next category.
Wars today.
Since 2020, the Tigray War has been fought in what East African nation led by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed? A&T, Malcolm.
Ethiopia.
That is correct for 10 points apiece on the bonus. In 2019, Abiy won the Nobel Peace Prize for ending a dispute with what neighboring nation, now aiding Ethiopia in Tigray?
Eritrea.
That is correct for 10. The Tigray People's Liberation Front declared Abiy an illegitimate ruler after 2020 elections were postponed due to what disease?
COVID-19.
That is also correct for 10 points on the bonus. Please select.
Wars today.
Bahrain, Qatar, Yemen. Conflicts over lack of water are a key cause of the fighting in which southernmost nation of the Arabian Peninsula? A&T, Malcolm.
Yemen.
That is correct for 10. Now for 10 points apiece. The Houthis, the Rohingya, or the Uyghurs. Since 2015, Saudi Arabia has led a coalition of nations fighting against which fundamentalist group in Yemen?
Houthis.
The Houthis is correct for 10. And Houthis belong to the Shia sect of Islam. That's why they are backed by what most populous Shia nation against the Saudi coalition?
Iran.
That is also correct for 10 points on the bonus. That brings us to the end of round 1, where we have a score North Carolina A&T 180 and Tennessee State 0. We'll be getting ready for the second round in just a few seconds. All right, are there any questions about the first round before we move on?
Quick question. After one of us gets the right answer, the bonus questions, all of our teams can answer, right?
That is correct, yes. So you should make sure that you have your, well, if you want someone else to answer beside yourself, or if you're not in the same room in this online format, please make sure to have your microphones unmuted to answer. But yes, anyone can answer and you can work together as a team. But we do need to get one answer from the team. Okay, we're about to start the second round. And we are going to have 2 new people in the face-off position. We'll go to North Carolina A&T and talk with Francis. Francis, please tell us a little bit about yourself and including what hobbies or other activities you like to do outside of classes.
All right. Hi, my name is Francis Kendrick. I'm a third-year nursing student from Raleigh, North Carolina. And one thing, I used to be more active in this hobby, but I used to play violin for 10 years now, and need to get back into it when I find the time.
Very good. Playing violin, very nice. And for Tennessee State University, we will have Sydney. Sydney, please let us know a little bit about yourself.
Well, hello, my name is Sydney Petrie. I am from Clarksville, Tennessee. I am a sophomore majoring in political science. And one of my hobbies that I like to do, that I'm starting to do again, is creative writing.
Oh, nice. Always nice to have something to do outside of classes. Very good. So both of you will be in the face-off position, and it will fall to Sydney, who will be choosing from these 4 categories. Anything goes, and that can be anything. Dateline, 1960s, how nations got named, and the month of March.
Anything goes.
Anything goes. Because African American slaves were not permitted to marry, they would instead jump over what item to declare their union? A&T, Francis.
Broom.
Jumping the broom is correct for 10 points apiece on the bonus. If you want to become loquacious, kissing what Irish castle's namesake
Blarney?
stone is said to give the gift of gab?
Blarney.
Blarney Stone is correct. And breaking an adorned pot filled with goodies was an Aztec tradition long before Spanish priests brought what P objects to Mexico?
Pinatas.
That's also correct for 10 points on the bonus. Please select.
How nations got named.
What South American nation is named for the latitudinal line for 0 degrees? A&T, Francis.
Ecuador.
That is correct for 10. Now for 10 points apiece. What easternmost Caribbean nation has a name taken from the Portuguese for bearded ones?
Barbados.
That is correct. Though lions were never native there, what city-state means lion city in the Malay language?
Singapore.
Also correct for 10 points. Select again.
March.
Now, in East Asia, March 14th is White Day, when men give white chocolates to women, reciprocating what holiday 1 month prior? A&T, Francis.
Valentine's Day.
That is correct for 10, and for 10 points apiece on the bonus. Derived from the Saxon name for March, what 40-day Christian observance ends with Holy Week?
Lent.
That is correct. And Chicago traditionally dyes its river green as part of the March celebration honoring which saint?
St. Patrick.
That's coming up very soon. Yes, correct for 10. Please select.
March.
Until 1752 in the UK and its colonies, the calendar year would change each March 25th because the UK still observed what calendar? A&T, Francis.
Gregorian.
No, can you take it? Tennessee State.
Roman?
No answer? No, before the
Roman?
Gregorian calendar, we had the Julian calendar. So again,
March.
please select Francis.
March.
Since its digits include 3, 1, and 4, math fans celebrate what number on March 14th? A&T, Francis.
Pi.
Pi Day is correct for 10, and for 10 points apiece on the bonus. Each March 2nd, what U.S. Gulf state celebrates the day it declared independence in 1836?
Texas.
Yes. March 26th is celebrated in what country bordering eastern India as it declared independence from Pakistan in 1971?
Bangladesh.
That's also correct for 10. Please select.
Nations.
The Latin phrase meaning unknown southern land is the source of the name of what world's 6th largest nation? A&T, Francis.
Australia.
That is correct for 10. Now for 20, then 10 points, you get 2 tries at this. What nation's name comes from the dynasty that ruled it from 221 to 206 BC?
Mong. Or it would be Iran.
Answer, please.
Iran.
We'll move on to the second clue. That dynasty's name is transliterated as QIN.
China.
China is correct for 10 points on the bonus. Select.
Nations.
What West African nation derives its name from the Latin for free, as it was settled by freed U.S. slaves? A&T, Francis.
Liberia.
That is correct for 10. Now for 10 points apiece on the bonus. Light stone is the meaning of the name of what German-speaking principality named after Schellenberg merged with Vaduz?
I have no idea. Lithuania. Liechtenstein.
Yes, that is correct. What emirate, the smallest member state of OPEC, is named from a word for fortified house next to water?
Maybe Qatar.
Answer, please.
Qatar.
Oh, we're looking for Kuwait on that one. So no points on that last bonus question, and that brings us to the end of the round. We have a score of North Carolina A&T 340, Tennessee State 0, and we will move on to round 3 in just a few seconds. So please stand by. Okay, we're ready to start round 3, unless there are any, I'm sorry, I shouldn't jump in very quickly. I should ask if there are any questions about the second round, anything that happened in the second round that you wish to have reviewed or discussed. No, looks like we're good to go. Okay, in that case, we'll put 2 new players in the center position. And for North Carolina A&T, we have Samara. Samara, please tell us a little bit about yourself, your major, the year you're in college, your hometown, and anything you like to do as a hobby or outside of classes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Samara Daniels. I'm a senior criminal justice student from Ayden, North Carolina. And outside of school, I love to read.
Very good. Samara, you'll want to put your microphone down so we can hear you a little bit better there. We could hear you just fine just now, but there we go. Thank you very much. And for Tennessee State University, we have Sydney again, but it's a different Sydney. This one spells her name slightly differently. So please tell us a little bit about yourself, including hobbies.
My name is Sydney Dye. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois, and I'm a graduating senior, and I like to draw.
So those two players are going to be in the face-off position for round number 3. It will fall to Sydney to choose for Tennessee State from these 4 categories: Historic Hotels World, Nonfiction of the 1940s, The Masked Singer, and We All Scream 4. What do you choose?
We All Scream 4.
Cohen and Greenfield are the surnames of the 2 men behind what brand whose punny flavors include the Tonight Dough and Netflix and Chilled? A&T, Samara. No, that's too long. We'll have to. We'll hand it over to Tennessee State.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's is correct for 10 on that. Please answer these questions for 10 points apiece on the bonus. Look closely, and you'll see that 31 forms part of the B and R in the logo of what ice cream chain?
Baskin Robbins.
That is correct for 10. The first 2 words in what creamery chain refer to the frozen granite surface used to fold mix-ins into the ice cream?
Cold Stone.
That is also correct for 10. Please select.
We All Scream 4.
M&M's and Oreos are 2 popular flavors of what Dairy Queen dessert, named for being so cold that it can be turned upside down without spilling? A&T, Samara.
A Blast.
No, can you take it, Tennessee State?
A Blizzard.
Blizzard is correct for 10 points on that, and for 10 points apiece on the bonus. What alliterately named brand has a patent on its process that includes flash freezing ice cream mix in liquid nitrogen?
Sydney Ashanti, do you know?
Any answer? We're looking for Dippin' Dots. So what high butterfat, but premium brand rather, was founded in the Bronx in New York in 1960, but named to suggest a Danish heritage?
Haagen-Dazs.
That's correct for 10 points on the bonus. Sydney, you can select.
We All Scream 4.
Food chemists will tell you that ice cream is what type of C mixture with particles of one substance evenly dispersed in another? A&T, Samara.
Concrete.
No, can you take it? Tennessee State, Sydney.
Chemical?
No, we're looking for colloid or colloidal emulsion. Sydney, you get to select again.
The Masked Singer.
The U.S. show is a spin-off of King of Masked Singer, developed by what nation's Munhwa Broadcasting Corporation? A&T, Samara.
South Korea.
That is correct for 10, and for 10 points apiece on the bonus. A former host of America's Got Talent, which
Nick
Howard
Cannon.
grad has been the host of The Masked Singer since its debut?
Nick Cannon.
Correct for 10. After Nick Cannon tested positive for COVID in
Niecy
2021, which Claus star hosted 5 episodes of The Masked Singer?
Niecy Nash.
Also correct for 10. And please select.
The Masked Singer.
Still a licensed physician, which creator of ABC's Dr. Ken is one of the 4 permanent panelists on the show? A&T, Samara.
Jong.
That is correct for 10, and for 10 points apiece. Panelist Nicole Schertzinger gained her greatest fame with what group that asked the musical question, Don't Ya?
The Pussycat Dolls.
That is correct for 10. Now, for contestants compete for the Golden Mask. The panelists compete for what other Golden Award?
Globes.
No, they compete for the Golden Ear. So please select the next category.
The Masked Singer.
One more time. In season 1, Gladys Knight and Donny Osmond had no one to blame it on, as which hip-hop star won the Golden Mask? A&T, Samara.
T-Pain.
That is correct for 10. Now for 10 points apiece. Fox, Night Angel, Sun, Piglet, and
Nick-
Queen of Hearts.
Nick
Name
Lacey
any 2 of these
and-
5 former winning Masked Singers.
I don't know the other one.
Any
Nick-
2 answers, please.
Nick Lacey and Diana Ross.
Okay, we will accept Nick. Nick Lachey, it's actually pronounced, but Lacey is an acceptable pronunciation. And the others are Wayne Brady, Jewel, Leanne Rimes, or Candy Burris. And that brings us to the end of round 3. We have a score of North Carolina A&T 410, Tennessee State 50, and we will get ready to play the ultimate challenge. It was really close on accepting Lacey there, but I figured if you thought of the H as being, and there are people who have names with CH that are pronounced with just C, so we gave it to you. Are there any questions about the 3rd round before we move on to the ultimate challenge? Okay then. Let's get ready for 60 seconds of fun. The ultimate challenge is the final chance for each team to win. You'll have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions in the category of your choice. Every correct answer is worth 25 points. Working as a team, you may answer or pass on any question, and as long as there's time remaining, you can repeat the ones you missed. The score stands at 410 for North Carolina A&T and 50 for Tennessee State. And so Tennessee State will be going first. You get to choose from the 4 categories listed. They are 10 questions, a knack for Knicks, continent by book, and Super Bowl coaches. Make sure all of your microphones are unmuted for this round, and go ahead and select your choice.
Continent by book.
Continent by book. Which continent is the primary setting for these books? Memoirs of a Geisha.
Asia.
Asia.
Yes.
Yeah.
100 Years of Solitude.
Europe.
No. The Dharma Bums by Kerouac.
Asia.
No. Follow the Rabbit-Proof Fence.
North America.
Europe.
No. 2005's Beasts of No Nation.
Africa.
North America.
Yes. Zuzak's The Book Thief.
Europe.
Europe.
Yes. The #1 Ladies Detective Agency.
North America.
No. 2005's The White Darkness.
Pass.
Asia.
No. Guevara's The Motorcycle Diaries.
The North
Australia?
North America.
No.
Mm.
Steppenwolf by Hesse.
Europe.
Europe.
That is correct. Coming back around. 100 Years of Solitude.
Australia.
No. The Dharma Bums by Kerouac.
Europe.
Australia.
A total of 4 out of 10 for 100 points on that. We'll go back and take a look at the ones that are still out there. First one, 100 Years of Solitude, is set in South America. The Dharma Bums by Kerouac is set in the United States, in North America. And Follow the Rabbit-Proof Fence was in Australia. The #1 Ladies Detective Agency is in Africa. 2005's The White Darkness, that was a bit of a tricky one. That's in Antarctica. And finally, Guevara's The Motorcycle Diaries, South America. So with 100 points for Tennessee State, they have a total of 150 points for this match. North Carolina A&T, the match is yours, but we will still play the ultimate challenge, and you get to choose from the remaining 3 categories. So please select.
10 questions.
10 questions, about 10 questions. So what number? A multiple of 10 is in Curtis
50.
Jackson's stage name. Yes. The days Christ fasted
40.
in the desert. Yes. The number of zeros in a Google.
100.
Yes. A dodecahedron's edges.
20?
No. In Joe Biden's DC address.
1600?
Yes, it is. Jerry Rice's jersey number.
80.
Yes, it was. The yards in a quarter mile.
Pass.
No. In Bernie Mac's Mr. movie title?
30.
No. Vern's Leagues Under the Sea?
20,000.
Yes, it was. The Diamond Jubilee?
70.
70.
No. A
90, 50.
dodecahedron's
30?
edges? That is correct, 30. The yards in a quarter mile?
300.
No. Bernie Mac's Mr. movie title?
50.
No. The Diamond Jubilee?
50.
No.
Pass.
Pass.
Sorry.
Oh, all right. Time is up. You got 7 out of 10 for 175 points. The answers that we need to review here are the number of yards in a quarter mile is the 440. Bernie Mac's Mr. Movie title, he played a baseball player going after 3,000 hits, so it was Mr. 3000. And the Diamond Jubilee is a 60-year celebration. So with 175 points total in the Ultimate Challenge, that brings North Carolina A&T to a total of 585 for this match. So the final score, 585 for North Carolina A&T, 150 for Tennessee State. Thanks to both teams for playing. We'll have the next round for you in just a little bit.